this album is a breath of fresh air to show us rekindling that ability to be able to connect with each other. It's a huge statement to be able to play music with the same people at the same time. Most music is not created with people playing at the same time. I think that's a shame. This album is a light. It shines a light into people's hearts to rediscover the joy of a breath of fresh air. Why you even enjoy music in the first place? Why do you enjoy going to a live concert? All of these questions, it asks persistently the question of why. That's what this album is. A group of 5 individuals getting together and dealing with each other, dealing with the human relations of each other, dealing with our disagreements, our agreements, coming together for something better and bigger than ourselves. And so I brought these guys together and I wrote this music to answer those questions of why, and to just be simply a conversation starter.
So the shape of his, you like the, it's all right.
What y'all just did was fine.
Okay.
But having it all slurred and long isn't really the
No, it's not the, okay.
the character of the
Man,
melody.
it's tricky, damn. All right.
I mean, the head is so heavy. So I was seeing the solo section as a fucking breath of fresh air. Cause there's just a lot of motion in the head. We're in this recording studio laying down music, and we're so used to playing live that when we're in the recording studio, it puts us in a big challenge because we feed off of the audience's energy. We don't have an audience anymore. So my favorite moment are just those little bitty bits of moments and experiences that we had where everybody realized in their brain, you can kind of see a light bulb go off where it's like, wow, we are really doing this for the music's sake, not for my sake. Solo is just simply an extension of the song. It's an extension of the melody. It's a part of the grand vision of the song, which is the story. My favorite moments are those moments where we all realize collectively that it is about something bigger than us. The energy is always the best in the first couple of takes. We have to operate under such healthy constraints that everybody in the band feels like they can be 100% themselves. And if we're not doing that, it shows on the recording. It has nothing to do with people missing notes and messing up. That's the least of my concerns. The only thing I care about is the spirit. I'd rather sing it. I can't really articulate on the piano.
Okay.
Unless you want me to play it. Singing, I think is gonna.
That's what I'm trying to match how you were playing it though.
But he's saying he's singing it more like he wants to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a more
You try. So, when Borodi,
It's not about you. It's at a minimum about the group. And really it's about everybody. And when you get quiet enough in your own existence, you finally see your role in the whole thing. So you step back and you just say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, without feeling like you're really doing or saying anything. I really feel that all these guys are the best on their instrument of this generation. So each one is bringing a high caliber of their own instrument, their individual expression, improvisation.
and he's just like, that's the only way. That's the only way. All this triplets, all my 16th notes, man, that just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So another favorite moment was Tony playing, and I said, hey, bro, quarter notes and eighth notes only, and throw some half notes in there. We want people to really enjoy this music, and they're not gonna enjoy it with over a song where people should be dancing very intimately. And Usually when we're in the studio or usually when we're playing music, especially in the current climate of this music, what's encouraged is the latter. What's not encouraged is very soulful, melodic playing. One of my favorite moments was challenging the band and challenging myself to be able to say, hey, let's really play some soulful melodies. This lesson in the studio was, hey Tony, hey Chris, hey Domo, hey Felix, I know we have so much technical facility to do whatever we want on our instruments. We need to all come together and sacrifice to make the music sound good. I'm trying to think of man, we're gonna try this take with the bass solo, but we gotta keep the time, let's keep the time. I don't want it to feel like how most of those fucking records feel with bass solos where it's just like, it just dies. It has nothing to do with you, it has to do with me and Domo. So let's try it.
See, I told you we're not allowed.
Yeah, it was because I was busy looking at him, man. I'm sorry.
One thing that I've learned from music about connecting with others is that when you play, especially when you play jazz, which is what I have the most experience with, there's both, in a sense, you both have to completely let go of your ego, but in another way, you also have to hold on to it. Like you have to say something and you have to be something for other people to play with you, but you also have to let go of who you are in order to create something with people.
Usually do it when we do it live, right? Yeah. Let's just play how we play. If you want to bring it out, bring it out. Let's try it. It's going to be a little faster. Head, bass solo. Cool. And we trade.
I have learned something both in terms of finding out who I am and what I want to say through music, and also I have learned how to let go of that in order to sometimes be something for other people. The heart of jazz, in my opinion, lives amongst people. That's something that we try to do in this band, is capture a sound of 5 real people that like that thing that goes on that you can't, it's hard to put into words, but that thing that goes on between people that can be expressed in music. I hope that it will contribute to people maybe being reminded that you don't have to overcomplicate everything. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just to sit back and listen to some good music that makes you feel good.
But your blowing is gonna be over G.
Yeah.
And then cueing this out, okay? Then we bam D. Cool. Your harmony, I don't hear the F E D.
You hear them?
I hear yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Just us. Y'all can take it cool. Y'all can take a little break.
You can still feel the emotion, the excitement, the love. And so I think it's important to convey to anybody who's going to listen to this album that these emotions and these ideas are still present. And it's present in both people who are young and old. And so I think as we enter 2025, it's important to convey that message to people, that people are still playing jazz, and people still having fun, people still love it and enjoy each other's company, and are genuinely happy to be playing music together. The power of jazz is that you can kind of emote and convey these types of emotions where words may not be able to. You know, I think when you see any musician, there's this kind of story behind them that is kind of representative of all the people who have dedicated their time and their resources into making sure that they become not only the best musician, but the best person as well. The five of us are representative of the people who have spent time and energy and love and discipline into us. And I was just joking with somebody the other day about how Sean will just send us these voice memos of him singing into the piano with his less than ideal singing voice. So he's banging at the piano and singing and screaming and hooting and hollering, but that's really the essence of this music.
I want you to go up and you take the third. Yeah. Go. It's right. All right, cool. Everybody in this band is very versatile. We can all play a variety of different styles, and we bring that melting pot of knowledge into this room and create the synergy needed to create a body of work that, even though it's one style, even though this is within the jazz idiom, we have all these different nuggets drawing from different influences. It's gonna make you dance. It's gonna make you have a good time. At the end of the day, before you go to sleep, we want these melodies to be in your head. We want you to sing these melodies. That if you ever feel like you're having a rough day or that you're having a rough conversation with somebody, these melodies will come back and it will remind you that it's okay to be yourself. Man, how's the shit sounding, Todd?
Gorgeous.
Okay, cool.
That's when that room's really at its best, is that ballad.
Yeah, it has to honor the song. So if the songs need to be longer than I expected, then they have to be longer than I expected. And I think that in music, it all starts with the composition. In jazz music, the general consensus is that it starts with the way people play. The vehicles of improvisation starts with the great handcrafted composition, with its craftsmanship using the language of music. The question has to be answered correctly, which is, are musicians able to fully be themselves on this tune? If the answer is no, it needs more work. It needs to feel like this. We've matured a lot since the Southern Suite, and we've rounded out. And the purpose of a recording is to just capture a snapshot in time. And that's what we're doing. I'm very proud of what we got.
Day 2. Get it in.
One thing I've learned through this music about others especially is to be intentional with what's being played or said. I think it's very easy for us as humans nowadays especially, but probably of all time, to be able to talk and speak with intention and actually have a feeling behind what they're saying. I think my favorite moments, or actually the most awkward moments, is like right after a song where we don't know what we thought of it, what just happened. Did we like it? We're all, it's all self-critical, probably subconsciously. And then right after that, it's either we move on to another song or we go and listen. But I think that little space of time right after a song is my favorite because it's the most vulnerable, I think.
I'm not blowing after Chris. I hate that shit. Like horns go first, piano go after, then to take the head out.
Yeah,
This shit's been happening for the past 100 fucking years. Why are we doing that? But I'm not gonna go first unless y'all can play that background. But it does not feel good. Even if we turn you down, it just, for some reason, the rhythms are not matching up with what's happening.
Why don't you go first without a background?
And it's gonna be too long.
No, the one chorus each is cool. It's super.
Either way, we're gonna take it slower.
I'm the youngest in the band, so I'm kind of just very much so soaking up everything I can. So it's always fun for me to kind of be the little brother to watch and, you know, try and pick up things, but without words. Sean has his things that he brings as a band leader, but also his uniqueness as a pianist. And his ability to lead. He gives us a lot of leeway. And then he also has his things where it's like, boom, this is what we're gonna do. But I like how he's very open about most of the things.
Now let's do it, take two. Man, y'all keep fucking with me, man. I keep wanting to start. Y'all keep twiddling and shit. Damn, man. Permissionless vulnerability. We're not afraid to make mistakes. We're not afraid to step on each other's toes. It's this vulnerability to just show up, hey, this is who I am. And to be able to do that and to come together takes an extreme individual. And it takes extreme individuals to come together to support that. I'm not interested in serving myself. I can do that by practicing at home all day. If I'm recording something for somebody to listen to, I want it to be something that I work very, very hard on. A studio is not easy. We're all challenged. And through this challenge and through this collective struggle, we create beauty. To be able to be transformed, both emotionally, through the music, and also spiritually through the music. Of understanding through our vulnerabilities as band members, through our sacrifices and all of the work that it took to make this album a possibility. We want to gift this to you so that it can now be a possibility for you, so that your life can be as changed in the positive way, and that your life can be as transformed as my life was, and as everybody in the band's life was through this process. That's the gift, is the opportunity to experience what we experienced in the studio. And so it forces us to really dig deep within ourselves, to find that inspiration within ourselves, to be able to create this music that people are gonna enjoy wherever they are. It's a gift that says, hey, it's okay for you to be yourself. Hey, I wanna challenge you to grow. That's what this gift will be. That's what this album represents.